Transactional Analysis, or TA, developed in the 50s in the U.S.A. by Dr. Eric Berne and a small group of psychologists. The basic theory of TA is a comprehensive theory of personality. It is a method of analyzing the structure of the personality, the communication between people, the rules that are established in group relationships. Transactional analysis studies our behaviors, attitudes, words, physical and emotional reactions using analytical parameters such as ego states and life positions. There is a relationship between what is called the ego state and the communication code particular to each ego state. Eric Berne's originality is to have discovered that the perception of messages by the people who communicate can be identified from a relatively simple typology and from specific languages corresponding to determined psychological attitudes. Thus, a relationship has been established between what is called the ego state and the particular language corresponding to that ego state. The structure of the individual or the ego states. The personality of each of us is composed of three systems of attitudes and behaviors. The structure of the individual is represented as follows: parent, adult, and child. In this picture, you can see that the parent ego state are behaviors, thoughts, and feelings copied from parents. Adult ego states are direct responses to here and now, and child ego states are replayed from childhood. The parent ego state is the domain of the acquired. It contains all the messages we have been taught from life. This state covers all the acquired knowledge of a person, all that he has learned from his parents, his educators, all that society has represented to him as a value. The adult ego state is the realm of thought and reflection. It is the computer that we have within us, our rationality or system of inputting and processing information. Using this ego state, we question, investigate, record, analyze, draw conclusions, and transform them into logical acts. The adult state is most effective in all circumstances where we need to reason, deduce, draw objective conclusions from data, from facts. The child ego state is the realm of feeling. It contains all the felt messages of life. It is historically the first ego state to appear in our lives. It should be noted that this state of the self is not subject to age, but to circumstances. It is true that this state occurs more often in children, but it is frequent later. Attitudes of joy, egoism, greed, creativity, play, affectivity. Transactional analysis is a tool to help in sales and negotiation. When the ego state is identified, the salesperson will use a range of expressions of or attitudes or arguments that correspond to the expectations of his ego state, and it can help to sell products.
Created using Powtoon.